What is?
Hello, you.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, how you doing? Did you
I'm
get the
good. And
question?
you?
I'm good.
Yeah, I think that can you repeat the question?
Okay, so the question is, what I want you to tell us is three things you are looking for in a partner, and one deal breaker. Philip's goal
Okay.
will be Philip will have two of the things you said and one of your deal breaker. But his goal is to convince you that he's a guy for you. So we
Okay.
good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, yeah.
So the first one is I want a guy who is God fearing.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
And then educated,
Okay.
and then also hardworking. Hardworking
Okay.
guy, yeah.
And your deal
And
breaker?
then the deal breaker will be a guy who has anger issues. I don't like.
Um, okay. Okay, perfect. So, Philip, which two do you have? So you have anger issues, but apart from that, which one do you have? Which of the two good things you have, but you have anger issues?
If I understand it perfectly, that means the deal breaker I fall in that, right?
Yes, you have the deal breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have anger issues.
Well, God fearing and
Okay.
dedicated.
Okay, perfect. Can we see your faces? Because I don't like. Is it possible to show your faces?
Oh.
Okay, so,
At least so that we know what we are working with. Okay, perfect. And Philip, is it possible to see your face?
okay, sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So you are God fearing and hardworking, but you have anger issues.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So let's go.
Go on, Philip. Shoot your shot.
Okay, actually, I
You can take
God
water
fearing.
if you
All right. So actually, your name again? Your name is Eunice, right?
Yeah.
So Eunice, apparently, I think I could be the very best guy for you in this situation. In as much as you have a deal breaker of anger issue. Yes, for real, I have anger issue, but then I still have control over that. So even though it may be a challenge or an issue sometimes, but because I have control over that, I'll be able to go along with you in terms of issues arising. And aside that, I'm a very God fearing person. I'm very committed Christian. So if you are looking forward for someone who you will yoke with, frankly speaking, I'm the best guy you can ever have. And oh, I have to tell you this. I'm very educated as well, currently having my highest degree in bachelor's degree. Yeah. So if you're looking forward for these two areas, a God fearing person and an educated person, you can't go anywhere else. Have to be the best guy.
Okay, so
Eunice, you can't turn that down. Come on.
so Eunice, what do you think?
Okay.
Like be honest. Did he convince you? Be honest.
Yeah, I think also looking at his looks, he is a bit convincing.
What's that? What's that?
Okay, but we are not using looks here, so take the looks out. What he told you is a convincing with what he told you. Forget about the looks. This one is love is blind, so there was
Love is
All
blind.
right,
you
all
didn't
right.
see him exactly.
Um,
Eunice, come on.
I
You
don't
take
think
a
I,
little bit
I,
of
What do you say?
I don't think I will accept it.
Good. I also don't think I'll accept it. Good. Eunice, why wouldn't you accept it?
I wouldn't accept it because even though I'm looking for a guy who's a Christian and all that, but even like he was talking about the fact that he's a Christian and all those things. But there are lots of guys who are also Christians, but like when it comes to relationship things and then all those things, they are not truly Christians. Some are just churchgoers. We are all Christians, but some of them are just churchgoers. So I don't think I'll actually go for that. You know, pay what he said. So yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. And this is how scholarships application is. Like this is a perfect example of scholarship. Like Philip, your first mistake you made was you started with your negative. That
All
was
right.
your first mistake you made. When you're trying to convince somebody, you should start with, because if something is a deal breaker for me, immediately you say it. Whatever you say afterwards, I'm not hearing. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Because I've told you that I don't like this, but you decided to start with this. So it's like it's not going into my ears. So even the other things, even if you were able to convince her, like it doesn't make sense to her anymore because she started with your deal breaker. And that is how like nobody is perfect. And if you're applying for scholarships, it's the same thing. Like there are certain things you don't have. You don't start with that. You start with what you have. And so she wanted a God fearing and a hardworking person. This is what you had to start with. So now that you start when you convince her, like now she's soft for you. Now it's like when you
No,
are talking, she can hear you. That was how you were supposed to start. You start with,
I like
and
that.
I'll need two other volunteers. We are gonna repeat the same exercise. So if there are two different people who wanna try it, you can
Okay,
join in.
let's come back.
Okay. If Philip has come, Philip, you want to give it another go?
oh yeah.
Okay, you can take off my screen to Philip and Loretta. I like that, a guy who doesn't. So, one of the skills you also need is tenacity. If they say no, you come back again. Maybe
Yes.
not to the same girl, maybe to another girl. So,
Another
that
one.
is
No,
good.
You
yes.
know what I'm
Yeah,
gonna do, Barbara? I'm gonna take us from the screen, and it will just be left with Philip and
perfect,
Loretta.
perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. So,
Loretta. Loretta.
Hello,
Yeah,
can you
I
hear
can hear you
me?
now.
Okay.
It's clear now.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually, you would have to tell me about your deal breaker and three things you're looking for. Yes. So start with that for me.
In a man or
Yes.
okay, so the man is supposed to be supportive, must be
Supportive.
educated, and
Okay.
then willing to like give you like opportunities, like open doors for you, that kind of thing. Like when it comes to businesses, schools, and all that. And then the deal breaker is a man, no, a partner who doesn't really like think about his financial stability.
Can
So
you come
like
again with the deal breaker for me?
okay, so let me just make it simple. Financial
Right.
instability.
Financial instability.
Yeah.
Hey, Loretta, financial instability being a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Wow. So, what would be your measure of stability in finances? Actually,
Like you need to be okay, like okay, like best.
okay.
Not maybe like it shouldn't be swinging.
All right, but let me tell you something right quick. You see, I see myself in this light of being a very good and a great partner in this relationship. In that I'm someone that I can really, or I love seeing my woman being the front line, as in having that advantage that you do whatever you want to do. You have that capacity to lead. You have that zeal to take initiative on your own, even without me having to be there. I love it in a way that being the backbone, even though I'm the head, I still want you to be on your own, whereby you chase your dream, you actually fight for your own goals. So that is one part of me that I'm really good at. And being supportive, as far as I want to see you win, I want to see you being great. I'm definitely going to support you because I know if you lose, I lose. And if you don't get it, I also don't get it. So being supportive, you don't have to worry about that. I got you. I got you. But then financial instability. However, I know that there are some classes in finances and you may have higher expectations from me, but trust me, the whole point is as far as I'm existing, I will definitely be able to handle anything financially, even though there could be challenges whereby I may not be able to provide as you're expecting. But as far as we are together, I know we'll figure something out. Yeah.
I see. But okay, let's say it's swinging. The
Right.
finances is swinging. Yeah. And you can't, there are certain things that a woman like would need. So what if you be like, oh, I can provide for that, and then when it comes, like it will be like maybe I'm stressing you with money, like finances. Even if you don't have, you'd have to maybe beg another person or something, that kind of thing. So
That's why transparency will come in here. If you get to know how I make or how much I'm able to take in every month, you definitely know my capacity. And with that, you will know how much I can afford, how much I'll be able to provide for you. And I'm not sure you'll be someone who would be on my neck just because you need something which you know I can't afford. So yes, understanding will come in, transparency will come in, and at the end of the day, we become a good partner.
all right, that's not bad, but oh, it's not bad. It's not bad.
So
But you know, like this generation, like women need already made men. You know that.
yeah, yeah.
Philip, you tried. You tried, man. You tried.
So Larita,
Killed this one, man. This one, I killed it. I killed it.
Larita, what do you think? Yes or no?
Oh,
No. Did
Oh,
you say no?
Philip. Again.
like he would be a great partner, but for
Not
now
for
The,
I'm not
you.
finan-
looking for
the
any.
finances is not financing.
That's fine.
So, Larita, what was your problem? Like, what did he say or do that, like, felt
Oh
that no,
no,
this is not
like
the one for you?
he's going to be perfect, but I'm not looking for
No,
anybody at the moment.
no. This is fiction. It's not
Yeah,
that.
It's
Yeah,
not happening.
This, so
I
what,
okay
so,
for
as,
me, I
yeah,
want an already made man.
made man. Okay. And
Yes, he
he's
can
not that
do
one.
everything that I want.
Okay.
it's just
So,
good.
Even though my parents can provide, we are in a relationship, so you need to
okay.
be able to afford.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give. You can stay for a while. I'm gonna give the feedback.
Okay.
This new Philip was different from the first one, which was good. This new Philip took charge. Like you didn't need me to ask the questions. You're like, hey, so this is
Yeah.
it. Tell me, which was very impressive. And that's one skill you also need when you're applying for scholarships. You need to be willing to take charge. It's you. So it's like, hey, this is what I want. You have to take charge. I like the fact that when you had doubts about the financial stability, you ask questions, and that is one of the skills you need. Like when you go to a program's website, when you have doubt, you send an email to the program's coordinator and ask questions. I saw this and this on your website. I'm not too clear about this. Can you explain to me? They are there to help you. So you ask questions, which I think was very great and was very impressive. I also like the fact that even though she had told you I wanted this and this and this, you also mentioned other qualities that you thought were important, like transparency and
Yeah.
understanding. Sometimes the requirements, they don't state that they are looking for this person, but you know that this skill is very important, that you think that they should know you have it. So even though they didn't ask you, you felt that some schools might not ask you to write the GRE, but you feel that you've, like you've studied, you've written the GRE, like you've gotten like really top scores. Why should you hide it? Just because they didn't ask. Maybe you've taken extra courses that you think are important. They didn't ask you, but you've done it. You feel that it's good. So you have to add it, which I think was very great of Philip. My main problem was I don't think you answered the question. I don't think you gave her what she told you she wanted. From your explanation, like you were looking for, you were like, when you do this, I'll support you and all this. And that's not what she was looking for. She was looking for somebody who had already done it. Hold on. Just a minute. Okay, that's all. Okay. So yeah, you were looking for she was looking for somebody who had already done it and who was willing to show her the ropes. You were looking to support somebody to do it. Loretta, I don't know if I'm clear. Is that it?
Yeah.
But you were looking, I'll support you to no, 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 no. She doesn't want that. She wanted somebody who has done it. So that was your mistake. You were giving her something that's not what she wanted. So even though what you were giving, another woman will want it, but for Loretta, that is not what she wants. You don't assume what you think this person will want. You first give her what she wants, and if you want to add something extra, you do it. But it's very important you give her what you want, and that is what most people miss. And they don't do that because they don't visit the program's website to look at the requirements. They listen to people. I'm sure in this, Philip, your response was influenced by in this era, we are looking for independent women. Women are not looking for a man to support them. I want you to do it, which is fine. There are some women who want it, but there are still women who I want my man to do all this.
Sure.
You listen to the world. The world is saying that we are looking for independent women. So we're like, okay, I think Loretta will want that. So I will support Loretta. Instead of you listening to exactly what Loretta told you, I'm not looking to be an independent woman. I'm looking for a man who has it, and I will be the supporter. You are giving Loretta, do it, I will support you. And this is very key. This is very key. Like there is not a one size fits it all. There are certain programs who might be looking for this. There are certain programs who might be looking for this. Just because your friend did it and your friend tells you that, oh, this and this is what they are looking for, you do the same thing, but you miss it. You need to go. That's the first. You need to take charge. You need to go to the program's website. You need to go to the website of the scholarship. What are they looking for? I'm looking for this, this, and this. You sit down. Okay, I have this, this, and this. I don't have this. How do I highlight what I have to suit them? And this exercise is very important. And this is what I want us to take from this. I'm sure we all like relationship things. So I'm sure with this scenario, you always have it in mind when you're applying for these things. So we just have a few minutes. I am going to wrap up because I have another meeting after this. But I want to share something with you. So last year,
to be honest with you, what we've done today has been great. We can do a part 2 if you're available. We can.
Let's see.
Yeah, we can do a part 2 where you talk about that as well. So yeah, if you're on and you've got a specific question to what we've done today, then let us know. If not, Barbara, yeah, you can look at wrapping up, and then so that you're not late for your other commitment.
Okay, so like what I want to share with you is every scholarship has a requirement. Always have that in mind. And the only way you can know these requirements is when you visit the program website. Nobody's hiding these requirements from you. They're putting it out in the open. And one thing you should know is that you're competing on a global level. You're competing like when you're in Ghana, you're just competing with your mates. At least if you know that you attend a certain school, you know that you have a higher chance. An example, like when you're going to the university, you know that people who attended GAHE, people who attended Presec, people who attended at this school, you know that they have a higher chance of entering into the university. It's a no-brainer.
Mm.
But now you are not competing with only people from your country. You're competing with people from India. You're competing with people from China. You're competing with people from the US. You're competing with people from all over the world. You have no idea what their educational background is. You have no idea what skills they have. You should always put your best foot forward, as I said. Explain your negative part because they will see it, like in your transcripts, they will see it. But they also do understand that things happen. They are not looking for a perfect person. They're looking for people with certain skills. So if you have those skills highlighted, your negative part, explain why this is a problem, but don't delve too much into it. I brought this part because I think this part is very important, and that is what most people worry about. They worry so much about their negative aspects that they tend to forget the good they have.
Mm.
You've graduated with a second class tower, so what? Like, what again have you done to improve your application? And all these answers, you can get them when you visit the program website. And keep on trying.
There's one question. Do you recommend
Okay.
still trying if you don't meet some of the requirements?
Yes, yes. You don't have to. So that is why I said, that's why I brought the deal breaker.
Mm-hmm.
The girls wanted three things, and one thing they didn't want. Philip didn't have everything. He had just two and one deal breaker, but he still gave it a shot. So yeah, so you should try. But if you don't have everything, it doesn't make sense to apply because you will not. At least have some. If you have some and you feel that okay, this is good enough, and you're able to talk. Remember, I also talked about the fact that he brought other things that the girls didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
So you have maybe one, two, three. You don't have the rest, but you have other things they didn't ask for, but you think it's good and it's going to help your applications. You bring
Positive,
it
yeah.
in. So yeah, that is it. Yeah.
Mm. Cool. Thank you. Yeah. So
So
we
we
haven't
can
got
say
any more
goodbye.
questions for
Yeah.
now. Yeah. So yeah, I don't want to keep you for so long that you miss your other commitments. So thank you so much, Barbara. It has been fun, but educational as well. And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you too.
Yeah.